Have you ever asked yourself, who am I in this ever-changing world? You might think you know yourself, but have you ever dared to face yourself in silence? Socrates once said, "A life unexamined is not worth living." If you're ready, let's embark on this journey of self-inquiry, not to become someone else, but to truly become yourself. Socrates never left behind any written texts. No books, no letters, no official records written by his own hand. Yet, his influence continues to echo through human thought for thousands of years. How could someone who wrote nothing become the father of Western philosophy? The answer is simple, yet powerful. Socrates lived through questions. He didn't teach by presenting fixed truths. He didn't say, "Follow me." Instead, he asked, "Why do you believe that is true?" Then he asked again, digging deeper, turning perspectives around, making people realize that their beliefs were not as solid as they thought. Socrates called it the midwifery of the soul. Just like a midwife helps a child be born, he helped people give birth to understanding from within themselves. He didn't impose truth, he opened it up. He didn't ask you to believe something. He asked why you believed it. To Socrates, a life without self-examination is a life unworthy of being lived. He didn't say this to romanticize suffering, but to awaken the act of truly living. Because if a person lives without ever pausing to ask, "What am I living for? What am I pursuing? Do I truly understand what I'm doing?" then they may live an entire life as a shadow, busy, productive, but hollow within. Self-inquiry is not a negative act. It's not blind doubt. It's not self-criticism. It's the highest act of courage. To sit down, face yourself, with no defense, no pretending, no need to prove anything. Just to ask, honestly, deeply. In today's noisy world, we've forgotten how to be silent. We check our phones in elevators. We listen to music while walking. We play videos the moment we wake up. But in those silent spaces, self-inquiry has the chance to arise. A question surfaces. A forgotten hurt reappears. A quiet truth knocks on your awareness. Socrates taught that we don't need to search far for truth. It's within us. But we must peel away the dust of bias, habit, and mental laziness. Every time we ask, "Why do I believe this? Why do I fear that? Why did I overreact? Why do I feel empty?" we are awakening. There is no set map for this journey, no final destination, but every step deepens us. Every honest question brings us closer to authenticity. Socrates didn't want you to become like him. He wanted you to become yourself, fully, sincerely, not copying others, not living by borrowed beliefs, just asking and listening within. Even a farmer, a craftsman, a mother, or a student can live with this spirit. Just pause, just ask, and you'll begin to reconnect with yourself. Socrates lived thousands of years ago, yet his ideas are more relevant than ever. In a world of pressure, distraction, comparison, and speed, his spirit of stillness and inquiry becomes a rare medicine. Each day, we wake to noise, notifications, news, deadlines, opinions, worries. Amidst all that, who has the space to ask, what am I living for today? Socratic self-inquiry doesn't require philosophy books. It begins by carving small pauses in your day. Not long, just long enough to breathe, to notice, and to ask, why do I get anxious when someone disagrees with me? Why do I feel empty when I'm alone? Why don't I speak honestly in this relationship? Such questions act like mirrors, not to judge, but to reveal, to understand how you function, and slowly, to reorient your life from within. In modern times, many people live outside in. They copy others, follow trends, stay in jobs or relationships that don't fit, because they fear judgment. Then one day, they ask, why do I feel hollow? The answer isn't outside, it lies in reconnection. Socrates didn't ask us to quit society. He asked us to engage with it consciously. You can be an artist, a politician, a businessperson, but keep asking, why am I doing this? Am I being honest with myself? Live, but don't be lived. Act, but don't act blindly. Be involved, but don't lose your voice. With such a foundation, you no longer need others' approval to feel whole. You don't need to hide your truth to be accepted. You don't feel lost when alone. Because now, you carry your clarity within. The paradox of growth is that we often look far, learn wide, chase knowledge, thinking that's how we mature. But the deeper truth is, real growth is coming back to yourself. More honestly, more gently, more awake. Socrates wasn't impressed by external success if your inner world was in chaos. He wasn't drawn to cleverness if it didn't help you become a kinder human being. To Socrates, maturity wasn't about arriving somewhere. It was the ongoing process of renewing your awareness. Through every mistake, every challenge, every reflection, the hardest part isn't asking questions. It's living by the answers. To act on your truth is the real test. Leaving a misaligned job, ending a harmful relationship, saying no to what violates your values. That is the real courage. Socrates didn't just ask questions. He lived his answers, even when it cost him. Even when it meant death. He refused to betray his truth. That was his ultimate act of freedom. Today, we too stand in trials, not in courts, but in moments of choice. To live truly, or to live to please. To stay honest, or to trade integrity for comfort. To walk the inner path, or escape it in distraction. True maturity is choosing what's right, even when it isolates you. It's holding your question, even when there's no clear answer. It's owning your inner life, not blaming, not running. And when you live this way, your quiet truth becomes a light for others. Socrates left no doctrine, only a way that begins with self-inquiry, continues through integrity, and blossoms in presence. The world doesn't need perfect people. It needs honest ones. Begin there. Begin now. Thank you for joining today's journey. If you're on a path of reflection, remember, you're not alone. Around the world, others too are choosing to live, not as someone else, but as themselves. If this message stirred something in you, feel free to share it. And if you'd like to keep walking this path, follow the Life Philosophy channel. Until next time, stay true, stay aware, and keep asking the questions that matter.